So here's how to make this 10x easier. What to actually include in your artist EPK and what to leave out. My name's Phil and I was an artist for 10 years before I worked behind the scenes for 15 years in the industry. Most recently as Vice President of Artist Support at a label. I've worked across hundreds of artist projects and I have a lot of experience behind the scenes with people pitching content to me in order to try to get higher level support within the label I was working at under Sony. So, in reality, you can get all of the most important data across in bullet points within an email. So the EPK is predominantly for getting across the aesthetic elements of a campaign and a slightly deeper background understanding of the project. So what I mean by this is no one's going to bother looking at the EPK in any detail unless you've already excited their interest. And the way you will achieve that first part is through bullet points in the email you send the EPK with, or when someone's been to a show or seen a video and then they followed up with you for more information. And even then, you want to make sure that the bullet points in the email kick ass. So what you need to communicate in order to excite people are data points to show that you're growing a live audience, growing an online audience. People are engaging with your music. The slightly more nebulous fourth thing that you want to communicate is whether or not, and ideally you want to show that they are, things are growing steadily over time, as that's the most exciting thing to all A&R teams that I've worked with. Once you've got those data points front and center in the email, but also on the first page of any EPK, then you can worry about making sure the thing looks beautiful and that the artwork matches the way you're portraying your project on all other platforms. So there's a good coherent aesthetic across everything. Make sure there are good clear links to the music, to any substantial communities you've built, and to any videos that you would want to share. If you've got all that covered off, you've nailed it. One quick caveat I would like to add. Spending lots of time on an EPK over spending time making content for TikTok is not wise unless you've already got a super consistent content strategy up and running. The EPK is nice to have. Content strategy is essential. Get your priorities straight. I work one-to-one with ambitious artists week in, week out, sitting down for 45 minutes or an hour to really understand where you are as an artist and what the opportunities are in front of you, as well as what some of your blockers are. And it's incredibly valuable. If you want to book some time with me, I'd love to chat. Hit the link tree in my bio. There's a few free tools, a newsletter and so on. But if you'd like to book a session, then please do.